Hey guys, welcome to my first proper video back on the channel. It's been over a year since my last project video, and a lot's changed in the space of a year, so let's jump back into it. Let's start with an area of the build that you guys have been keen to see for quite a while. My project co-pilot Dan has been hard at work filing down some panels to build this amazing set of stairs. These have come out great, and it's made me wonder just how I managed to butcher my first two attempts so badly. The next step for the stairs is to build up each side with foam board and plasticard, then eventually add some ornate details to help tie it in. With the staircase heading in the right direction, I thought it'd be the perfect time to try out something new. Colourforge have kindly sent us a few cans of Gauntlet Gold primer, and I decided to try it out on our newly constructed stairs. This primer is a great colour match for Retributor Gold, and also gives a very nice coverage. I also took the opportunity to use this primer to coat some of the cogitators and other bits for the build. I'm really pleased with how the pieces turned out, so a big thank you to Colourforge. On the subject of things that I've been sent for the diorama, I have to bring some attention to these fantastic wall carvings I've received from Mockeridge. I seen a picture of one of these on Instagram and I knew instantly that I needed some for the project. I don't know where these are going to end up yet, but I know it's going to be somewhere special, and most importantly visible. I'll leave a link to Luke's work in the description so you can check it out for yourself. A comment that I get asked fairly often is people asking me what my source of inspiration is for the diorama. The foundation for this project is based on Neil Roberts' artwork from The End and the Death. I've decided to somewhat put my own spin on Neil's interpretation and imagine what the piece would be like in the 41st millennium. Essentially, it'll be interpreting what 10,000 years of decline and superstition have done to the throne room. This gives me a bit of creative license to chop and change elements of the throne room while still connecting to an official interpretation of the Golden Throne. Making videos again has also encouraged me to tidy my workspace and the diorama, as things have gotten a little bit out of hand. So far, most pieces on the board are held in place with blue tack. I want to be able to add as much detail as I can to the diorama, so refraining from gluing things down will enable me to paint each piece to the best of my ability. When I'm adding new elements to the diorama, I usually remove all the blue tack pieces so I can work more freely. For the purpose of this video, I've actually reattached all the pieces to give you guys a better idea of what it looks like. Moving forward, we're inevitably going to return to building up the bottom layers of the pyramid, which is fast becoming my least favourite part of the build. I've done a little bit of work on it recently, and it's definitely moving in the right direction. It's also been made 100 times easier by using wire instead of just solely relying on green stuff. I feel like a combination of the two elements will work together for the best result. Dan has also introduced me to these amazing little plasticard pipes that can be bent and shaped. They're fantastically versatile and will make more of a presence in the coming months too. As well as building up the pyramid, I also want to focus some more of my attention on the back wall of the diorama. Currently it's built up of various pipes and machinery pieces from different kits. I feel that as it stands there are too many gaps and that the area needs some more cohesiveness to it. I intend to achieve this by using further kits and potentially copy a similar process to the lower pyramid by using smaller cables and pipes. Once this is fleshed out, it's really going to help bring all the individual elements together. A little thing that I have been working on in between the larger elements of this diorama are these banners. Since this is the grim dark future of the 41st millennium, I want to have as many of these banners as possible without looking too over the top. I keep thinking back to John Blanche's depiction of the Eternity Gate with its rows of banners, and would like to achieve something similar within the throne room. I'm really happy with how a lot of these banners have turned out, and will definitely be pillaging the bits box for a couple more. In the theme of Imperium, I've actually launched a painting competition over on Instagram. Granted, this does exclude Space Marines, but if you'd be interested in taking part, consider checking it out. The competition ends on the 14th of July, and there's prizes for the top 2 entries. I will also leave a link in the description. Besides going into monotonous detail about just how long it took to spray everything on the table gold, that just about brings us up to date. You can expect more frequent updates on this channel as we move forward, as there's still a lot left to do. If you'd like to support the project, I also have a Patreon that I will link below. A big thank you to my current patrons and everyone who's donated to the project. Please consider liking and subscribing if this project floats your boat. You can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, where I also post regular updates on the project. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.